Gopal Hasood, the fact that the IED was planted successfully and yet in a way that there are no fatalities would lead one to ask two questions. Did the attack fail from a terror perspective? Does it seem like a terror attack, or is this somebody just sussing, probing for vulnerabilities, sending a signal but not wanting to cause massive damage? What do you think really went down here?
Rahul, to be very frank with you, most of the terror attacks on Bangalore, which is a happening place. In fact, it is an internationally known place. Any attack here would get the wide publicity that the country would suffer, the state would suffer. From that angle, I would say attacks that have taken place in the past have not caused very serious damage in terms of loss of lives, injuries. Though there have been, I have been a part of the investigation of the large number of terror cases in Karnataka, and I have seen that this has not happened in the past. And the present incident that is at the Rameshwaram Cafe, as Madam rightly explained, is a very happening place.
Okay.
So
give me some time. DK Shivkumar, the Deputy Chief Minister, has just begun a press conference. I want to go across, listen for a moment to what he's saying.
ಒಂದು ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ನೋಟಿಸ್ಗೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ನ ಫೇಶಿಯಲ್ ಮತ್ತೊಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಫೇಶಿಯಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಟೀಮ್, ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಿಸಿಬಿ ಅವರು ಇದನ್ನ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. FSL ಟೀಮ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಬಾಂಬ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವಾಡ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಸಿಸಿಬಿ ಅವರು ಇದನ್ನ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಡೀಟೈಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನ ಯಾವ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಒಂದೇನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು ಡೇಂಜರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Investigation report will be submitted at the right time. Nobody is in danger.
ಹಾಸನಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ, ಹಾಸನ್ ಮುಗಿಸಿ ಕುಡಗಲ್ ಬಂದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಅವರು,
Home Minister and I are returning from Kunigal and Hassan.
ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತ ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟವರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವರವ್ರ ಟೀಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. 7 ಟೀಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 7 ಟೀಮ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಬಹಳ ಚುರುಕಾಗಿ
7 to 8 teams have been created for this investigation purpose.
ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಅವರು ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾರು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ನಗರದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಗಾಬರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು.
Police will submit a detailed report at the earliest.
ಯಾರು ಏನು ಎತ್ತ ಅನ್ನೋದೆಲ್ಲ
There is no need to panic.
ಟ್ರೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಬೇರೆ ಟೀಮ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಹೊರಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
The identity of culprits will be revealed
ಸಮೇತ
and traced.
ಮಾಡಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಒದಗಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಅವರು ಏನೇನು ದೇ ಆರ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಎನಿ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಫೀಲ್ಸ್ ಫಿಟ್, and we are confident that they are going to take up this within a few hours. They will detect. Around 1 p.m. there was a blast in the Rameshwaram Cafe. It is a low incentive blast. One youngster has come and kept a small bag, and it has been blasted after an hour. About 10 of them has been injured, and no one is seriously, but all of them are out of danger. But the sound has happened more. It is not a very big bomb which our officers are telling, but still we have to do our duty. The matter, the FSL team, the bomb squad is just looking at. The CCB has been heading this team. More than 7-8 groups are already on the job. I think the entire details will be given by our police further on this issue.
Sir, BJP leaders terror angle also, sir?
We are looking at all angles. Whatever our police officers feel fit, they are free to do it in all angles.
Sir, few minutes ago, BJP leaders did a press conference and said, sir, the government, the moment it came to power, these kind of incidents and these kind of people are increasing, and these kind of incidents are happening. Mr. Bommai and Vijayendra said it, sir.
Let them do whatever allegation. It is not the allegation. We are looking at the image of Karnataka, and even at 2020 also, you know what happened in Shivkumar, what happened in 22, what happened in Bengaluru. Similar things have happened. I don't want to blame anyone here who are in power. For us, the image of Karnataka, we will not leave. We will see that we will nab the culprits. Police will take its law into
What's
both.
your message to the Bengalurians?
Bangaloreans, I'm conveying to every Bangalorean, you need not worry. We have a tracking system. Honorable Home Minister, in the entire Bangalore city, there is a tracking system. Cameras are there. No one can go out of the system. They will be tracked within few hours. They will see that everything will be under your notice.
Sir, is he a localite or outsider, sir?
I don't want to comment. The police department will give you information.
Thank you, sir. Sir, HM, sir. HM, sir.
And in the meantime, myself.
So that's DK Shivkumar. He's saying it's a low intensity blast. And I wanted to understand from Gopal Hasood, the former Inspector General of Police, on whether this was deliberately a low intensity blast indicating intent, or do you think that this is the best that they could do and Bangalore and the south needs to be careful because next time it could be potentially bigger?
Rahul, to be very frank with you, from the available information, I think it was an IED, it was with a timer device, and only either it could be a lone fox or there is an organization like in the past, the LET involved, the Indian Mujahideen involved, or the Al-Umma is involved. So this needs a very, very detailed investigation. This needs not just the state government investigating it, they need to have a very good collaboration with the national intelligence agencies, investigating agencies, and whether whatever party is ruling in the state or the center is immaterial, national security is important, brand Bangalore is important, brand Karnataka is important, and brand India is important. We need to look at it from that perspective. And you said low intensity blast, probably it's a trial run, etc. and all that. Whatever it may be, this needs to be taken extremely seriously, investigated, and we must identify the agency behind this, because it is not just an ordinary blast. It's a timer device in a populated restaurant, that too, the name of which is Rameshwaram Cafe and all that. So this needs to be taken extremely seriously, and I'm sure the police, the state government would take it with all the seriousness that is required, forgetting all the political differences, political criticisms, etc., and identify the person, the groups behind this. This needs an integrated approach, a collaboration with the national and the state agencies to work together, and probably the central government is more than willing to come to help of the state government to identify the culprits.
Syed Asad Abbas, the BJP alleges that this is down to the dereliction of the Congress, the fact that they are soft on terror, the fact that there were pro-Pakistan slogans in Bengaluru, and that this is happening because the Congress government is simply too soft and weak on terror.
Well, Rahul, I've always believed with great power comes great responsibility and equal accountability. I truly believe that the Bharatiya Janata Party needs to be very careful with their choice of words. My friend B.Y. Vijayendra, the state head of BJP, needs to understand it is the same police which served under his respective father who was the Chief Minister, B.S. Yediyurappa, or the next Chief Minister who was Basuraj Bommai. Speaking of bringing in an NIA at this time would be too early. Let us understand that they need to have full faith in the Karnataka police, which does serve amongst one of the best that we have in our country. It is absolutely unfortunate that the BJP is trying to make it so political. The Bharatiya Janata Party here in Karnataka needs to understand this is no time for politics. Our brand Bengaluru is involved, which is the IT capital of not just India, but the Silicon Valley of the East. We need to understand that the Karnataka state police is able, they are efficient, they have solved such cases even during Bengaluru blast, which happened during the BJP tenure. So therefore, politics, blame game is not the way to go. We need to understand that the Karnataka state police, let me bring to your notice, Rahul, the gentleman who was standing behind DK Shivkumar ji is Mr. Alok Mohan, the Director General of Police of Karnataka, who's been greatly rewarded several accounts from the President. He's leading the case. The FSL laboratory is leading the case. Dog squad, bomb squad, not just that, there are 7 to 8 special teams which have been formed. Allow the Karnataka police to completely function. If urged, bring in the NIA. I believe when it comes to matters of national security, state security, the opposition and the government in power need to work cohesively. This is not the time to do politics. And please, it's a humble request to my BJP friends, do not bring down the morale of the state
Anand
police.
Gurumurthy, the Congress camp will allege that the BJP is jumping the gun, trying to politicize, linking this to pro-Pakistan slogans. While that might be a good political attack, there is no evidentiary value to back the charge that you are leveling. Anand Gurumurthy.
So 30 seconds.
Yeah, let me be very clear. Abbas, please stop it here. Let me also speak, okay? Just you can speak later. See, first of all, just 1 or 2 hours later, they came up with a narrative of cylinder blast. They tried to put the blame on a cylinder blast. These are the ministers of Congress. Then they told this might be a business rivalry. Around 4 o'clock, they told this. Okay, this is the same way Congress government under the same Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar. This is the same way they behaved during DK Ravi suicide and DSP Ganapati suicide. This is the same way they behave. They try to bring out narratives. Ministers of Congress are bringing out narratives. Why should they bring out narratives? Why should not, they let the police function properly? And let me tell you very frankly, we have a responsible BJP government at the center. As and when required, the NIA will interfere. They can take up a suo motu case. They will take it up this time because we cannot let this happen in Bengaluru. We cannot, go back to 90s and 2000 when Congress was ruling everywhere in this country and there were blasts everywhere. Citizens are safe in this country and they will remain safe. We cannot let this happen. The appeasement politics of Congress is just killing this country in every way, and this cannot be allowed. And just because some soft-spoken persons of Congress come and say some narrative, people are not going to believe. People are not stupid. They are seeing what these people are doing, how they are trying to build wrong narratives and trying to, even not control these people who are trying to
Syed Asad Abbas, the fact also is that there were no attacks of this kind when the BJP was in power. These attacks, I mean, this attack has happened after the Congress came to power. So the BJP can say it's because of the government and the police now being lax on your watch.
Absolutely not, Rahul Saab. As a matter of fact, let me address my good friend Anand, the BJP spokesperson who's brought about. Respected sir, you need to recall the Bengaluru blast case which happened during the BJP rule here in Karnataka. You have conveniently, selectively forgotten about the Bengaluru blast case. And also, let me tell you, it was the Karnataka State Police which was able to bring to the books those culprits or the teller links. Also, as a matter of fact, sir, there is a blast over there. It could be anyone who could have died. You bring in the element of appeasement. Sir, it's an attack there. This has nothing to do with appeasement here. And those 5 guarantee schemes of the Congress party, be it Annabhagya, Gruha Lakshmi, Gruha Jyoti, is for all, irrespective of religion. So therefore, I think the BJP needs to look from a different prism. The fact is, yes, the National Investigation Agency has all the powers and autonomy, Rahul, to take the case in their control and come in. Of course, they're welcome to. But all I'm saying is, please have faith in the
also the fact,
police.
Anand Gurumurthy, the same police officers who were apparently doing a fantastic job under you, and the team hasn't changed, and therefore to blame the police is to demoralize the entire Karnataka police force. Anand Gurumurthy.
Rahul, please, let me put this straight across. We are not blaming any police officer or anybody here. We are trying to tell it very clearly that during the DK Ravi case, during the DSP Ganapati suicide case, all these cases, no, not even the press, the people of Karnataka had any hopes in the CM and the DCM at that point also. So these people are, they are trying to come up with irresponsible statements. You saw it today. Why should the DCM come and build narratives regarding business rivalry? Why should a minister come and say about cylinder blast? Why they are building narratives? You have to question this, Rahul. In fact, Nabila Jabal...
Is that something that concerns you, Gopal Hasood, that the first instinct of the government was to blame some kind of a business rivalry? The first instinct of the BJP is to blame appeasement, and therefore, just before elections, at a time when we should be looking dispassionately at the case, it could get mired in domestic politics.
No. You have to look at this.
Gopal Hasood.
I think, Rahul, you are right. We need to look at this case very dispassionately. But the fact is that, to me, it appears to be an extremely serious case, which the government has to look at very seriously. They cannot trivialize. And as my friend Abbas said, the Karnataka police, the Bangalore police are extremely competent. They have handled, the government should give them a free hand to investigate. And more important is that they must collaborate with the central agencies. It is not just that it is a one-off incident. It could have interstate ramifications. So for that, I think the state government should be very open to collaborating with the center, getting the National Investigating Agency or all other intelligence agencies put together. It is ultimately important in national security.
Absolutely.
Today, one part, the political party may be in power, tomorrow somebody else may be in power. But trying to defend that, okay, we'll not open up to investigation outside the state. The fact that Karnataka police are competent, I have absolutely no doubt. They are some of the finest.
Okay, Nandita Iyer, what's the mood in the city? Is this very localized just to Whitefield and around the Rameshwaran Cafe? Do you sense amongst your social circle a palpable sense of wonderment in terms of what's going on?
I think we've taken the kind of laid back and secure atmosphere in Bengaluru for granted. And, we tend to go about our days like that. But I think now onwards, as citizens, when we go into such crowded restaurants and places, I think we also need to be aware of our surroundings and just be a little more careful, about what's happening around us. Because I've lived through the Bombay blasts, and I remember how we were taught to be careful in the buses and the trains. But I'm not equating this with that. But I think a general sense of just being careful about our surroundings, because places like Rameshwaram are always crowded from morning till night. And I also feel like any other restaurant, would not be as popular, because thanks to social media, Rameshwaram Cafe is just well known across the country. Like whoever is on Twitter or Instagram, they just know about this place. And it just has become more relatable to so many people because they've heard about this place or visited and eaten here, etc. I think we just need to be more careful about our surroundings.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Just as you mentioned this, not at this particular cafe in Whitefield, but I was eating at Rameshwaran Cafe the last time we were shooting in Bengaluru when we were doing a job we met, and that's just how it rolls in Bengaluru. It really is one of the best and most well-known places to go to. So we'll track this story and what happens in this investigation very carefully.